The engine is the most reliable component of an SUV. Mitsubishi's outdated 125 horsepower 2.4-liter naturally aspirated petrol is paired with a 5-speed manual transmission that has 2 long gears. The engine, despite the strong noise, is rather weak for an almost 2-ton car. As a result, the transition to the third speed is required even on small climbs. Nevertheless, the engine box pair functions without failures. The steering makes an unpleasant impression. Shuanghuan Sceo makes you constantly adjust the direction, and the free play of the steering wheel is so big that the hairs on your head stand on end. The solid rear axle, which is practically unstabilized in the transverse direction, rearranges on bumps, which, coupled with large steering strokes, leads to a buildup of the trajectory in the travel direction. Shuanghuan drivers must have a special permit to use 2 lanes at the same time when driving at speeds over 120 km per hour. Does not cause respect and the quality of interior decoration. Plastic can be compared to a biodegradable French fry fork. There are also design flaws that really pose a danger to life. For example, brakes. During the life of the described instance, several new sets of brake pads were needed. Moreover, it was necessary to change not only the pads, but also the movable part of the caliper. Corrosion struck him so badly. The brown plague left deep scars on all the brake lines, which had to be replaced a year later. This work was combined with the removal of rust from the entire surface of the bottom. The crown of failures were the brake discs. The rear ones were repeatedly sharpened due to the appearance of deep grooves. It was not an easy process, because the discs crumbled like crackers on contact with the knife. Fortunately, the front ventilated discs have been spared this problem. However, the ventilation ducts became clogged with rust growth so quickly that the discs had to be replaced with new ones. In the process of searching for parts, it turned out that parts from cars of other brands are not suitable. Everything must be ordered directly from the factory in Shijiazhuang, Hebei, China. Moreover, to speed up the process, it was necessary to use more expensive delivery by air. Otherwise, land, sea, transport and a lengthy customs procedure would drag out the process for a month. As a result, a pair of brake discs cost €700, and the total cost of resuscitation of the brakes over the years of operation was about €7,500. It is also worth noting that the original wheel bolts fell into disrepair during the first dismantling. The thread just disappeared. Of course, the owner immediately replaced all the bolts with analogs of normal strength. Perhaps, Shuanghuan Sceo will satisfy the expectations of only those who want to significantly increase their level of competence in technical terms. In the Chinese plagiarism of the BMW X5, you will find the most unexpected problems. In what other car can you find a windshield wiper mechanism that, in just 2 years of operation, has completely rusted out, along with an electric motor and leashes? Or a completely rusted valve cover? Or a crankshaft pulley so rusted that the standard tool used to replace a timing belt would crush it like gas welding? Well, or glasses that, under the influence of ultraviolet rays, have taken on a wave-like shape? It's just junk on wheels. Even with what the new Shuanghuan offered, it was too expensive. In 2008, the Shuanghuan Sceo cost 15% more, at least in Germany, than the Toyota RAV4, which the Chinese will never match in terms of endurance. In Sceo, only the components responsible for movement are strong. However, for some, this is enough.